Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to this very special video as we take a look back at the history of the Elimination Chamber. We're going to have a look to see, have they made figures of all of the winners for every single Elimination Chamber? I can tell you there's been, I think, around about 22. The very first one took place in 2002. So we have got a lot of stuff to go through. So let's get started, shall we? We're going back to 2002. We're going to Survivor Series. The very first Elimination Chamber was for the World Heavyweight Championship. And Shawn Michaels was the man that won. He beat Triple H, Chris Jericho, Kane, Booker T, and Rob Van Dam. Now, of course, Mattel weren't making figures back in 2002 for WWE, so the only way that you can get a Shawn Michaels in this ring attire is a Jax figure. I believe it's Ruthless Aggression, and it is such a different look for Shawn. Such an interesting ring attire. Hopefully Mattel will get round to making one day. Next one, the next Elimination Chamber was 2003. This was at SummerSlam. And again, it was for the World Heavyweight Championship. This time, Triple H emerged victorious. He beat Goldberg, Chris Jericho, Shawn Michaels, Randy Orton, and Kevin Nash. Again, no Mattel figure, and a real shame because, again, really interesting ring attire. I know it's quite plain, I know it's black, but they're shorts. They're like tight shorts. It's not a ring attire that I associate with Triple H. So if you do want to get this version of Triple H as a figure, then you need to pick up the SummerSlam Jax figure. Right, there was no Elimination Chamber in 2004, so we've got to jump to 2005, and we are going to New Year's Revolution, January 2005. Again, this is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Again, Triple H came out victorious. He beat Randy Orton, Batista, Chris Jericho, Chris Benoit, Edge, and Shawn Michaels was guest referee. Now, you can get Shawn Michaels as a referee in Mattel. Mattel have made that figure. They made it for when Shawn was a referee at WrestleMania 28. But it's going to work just as fine. You know, it's still the same person. He's wearing the same attire. So, yeah, you could use that if you wanted to recreate this match. Triple H, again, no exact ring attire by Mattel that I could find. But you can get a Triple H figure based on this exact event from Jax. Jax did make a Triple H New Year's Revolution figure. Next, we're going to 2006. Again, New Year's Revolution, this time for the WWE Championship. And John Cena won this one. He beat Carlito, Chris Masters, Shawn Michaels, Kane, and Kurt Angle. So if you want to get John Cena in this attire, the defining moments is probably the best figure to get. His ring attire was very, very plain. It was black shorts, black wristbands, black armbands. So you just need a very, very basic John Cena. And the defining moments does that job. Once you take that orange shirt off and all the accessories, you are left with a John Cena that looks like what he was wearing during this event. There was another Elimination Chamber in 2006, much later in the year, at December to Dismember. And this was for the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. This saw Bobby Lashley beat The Big Show, Test, Rob Van Dam, Hardcore Holly, and CM Punk. Now, there is no Bobby Lashley figure by Mattel yet, but there is one that's on the way. You can get an ECW Jax Bobby Lashley figure, though. That is out there. It came with a championship belt as well, so that should do the job for now. No Elimination Chamber in 2007, so we'll jump into 2008, and I can tell you there were 2 in 2008, both taking place at No Way Out. The first one, World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania 24. This saw The Undertaker beat Batista, Finlay, MVP, Great Khali, and Big Daddy V. This Undertaker, it's black ring attire with like a blue logo on the sides. The closest that I can find is Mattel Basic Series 3. And then, as we said, same event this time. The winner got a WWE Championship match at WrestleMania 24. And that saw Triple H emerge victorious again. He beat Jeff Hardy, Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, Umaga, and JBL. Black trunks with the logo on the front. Really simple attire. Mattel Basic Series 10 will do the job. Fast forward a year, we're going to 2009, No Way Out. This is for the WWE Championship, and Triple H wins again. Triple H beat Edge, Undertaker, Jeff Hardy, Big Show, and Vladimir Kozlov. Very similar ring attire to what we just looked at, so you could get Basic Series 10 again, or if you wanted, the then, now, forever Basic will also do the job. There was another Elimination Chamber at the same event. The winner of this would get the World Heavyweight Championship, and that saw Edge beat John Cena, Rey Mysterio, Chris Jericho, Mike Knox, and Kane. This is red attire for Edge, and they have made a few Edge figures in red attire by Mattel, but I can't find any that are exact. If you want absolutely exact, again, you're going to have to get Jack's. I think it's Ruthless Aggression Series 12 2-pack. Right, we're going to 2010. Again, there were 2 in 2010. The first was for the WWE Championship. John Cena won that, and he beat Sheamus, Triple H, Kofi Kingston, Ted DiBiase, and Randy Orton. The other one was for the World Heavyweight Championship, and this saw Chris Jericho beat The Undertaker, John Morrison, Rey Mysterio, CM Punk, and R-Truth. And of course, 2010 was the year that Mattel started making WWE figures. So we actually got an Elimination Chamber series. Look at this. We got a whole series of figures based on this Elimination Chamber, or both of these Elimination Chamber matches. So we get Chris Jericho, who actually won the World Heavyweight Championship. We get Undertaker, who lost to Chris Jericho in that match. We get Batista, who actually left as WWE Champion that night. John Cena, who won the WWE Championship, but would then go on to lose it to Batista. We get Drew McIntyre, who was never in the Elimination Chamber during this night. He had an Intercontinental Championship match against Kane, but you can get that figure. And then Rey Mysterio, he competed in the Elimination Chamber. He was in the World Heavyweight Championship one. You can get his attire here. How cool is that? Worth mentioning as well that in 2010, Elimination Chamber got its own pay-per-view. So no longer was it at New Year's Revolution or No Way Out or Survivor Series. From now on, it would just be Elimination Chamber. Next, in 2011, this was for the World Heavyweight Championship. Edge beat Rey Mysterio, Kane, Drew McIntyre, Big Show, and Wade Barrett. This is really classy white and black attire, and you can get that as a TLC basic. He wore the same attire there, so that Mattel figure works fine. Also, that exact same night during Elimination Chamber, there was a second match. This was for the WWE Championship opportunity at WrestleMania 27. John Cena won. He beat CM Punk, John Morrison, Sheamus, Randy Orton, and R-Truth. If you want to get that John Cena, then a best of 2011 Elite figure. John was going through his purple phase at that time. So that will do the job perfectly. In 2012, we had another couple of Elimination Chamber matches. First one was for the WWE Championship. CM Punk was the winner here. He beat The Miz, Chris Jericho, Kofi Kingston, Dolph Ziggler, and R-Truth. You need to get CM Punk Basic 24. This is black attire with blue highlights and I think blue boots as well, or blue boot coverings. So very, very cool. It's a nice looking figure actually. At the same show, there was an Elimination Chamber for the World Heavyweight Championship. Daniel Bryan emerged victorious. He beat Santino Marella, Wade Barrett, Cody Rhodes, Big Show, and the Great Khali. Now, Elite 28 is not perfect, but very close, and it's the closest I can find to Daniel Bryan wearing that ring attire. Jump forward a year, 2013. This is for the World Heavyweight Championship opportunity. So the winner gets a match at WrestleMania 29. And Jack Swagger won here. He beat Randy Orton, Chris Jericho, Mark Henry, Kane, and Daniel Bryan. Elite Series 26 in black with grey highlights. That is the figure you will need. In 2014, this was for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Randy Orton was victorious. He beat Daniel Bryan, John Cena, Cesaro, Christian, and Sheamus. Pretty standard Randy Orton ring attire. I think Basic Series 75 will do absolutely fine. Next match, 2015. There was a couple at this event. The first one was actually the first ever WWE Tag Team Championship. Was decided in an Elimination Chamber. New Day won that. They beat the Primetime Players, Kid and Cesaro, the Ascension, the Lucha Dragons, and Los Matadores. So if you want New Day in this ring attire, you're going to need to get Elite 42 Xavier Woods, Elite 43 Kofi Kingston, and Elite 44 Big E. This is blue and white ring attire. That might have been the New Day's like debut figures as well. I can't remember any New Day figures before that. Certainly not in the Elite line. So very, very cool. And then at the same show, there was another Elimination Chamber, this time for the Intercontinental Championship. And that saw Ryback beat Sheamus, Dolph Ziggler, Mark Henry, R-Truth, and King Barrett. Sadly, no figures of this version of Ryback, which is a real shame. They did make lots of figures of Ryback, though, and I'm sure you can get something similar, but not this version. And, of course, about a year later, Ryback had parted ways with WWE anyway. Right, 2017 is next. There was no Elimination Chamber in 2016. This was for the WWE Championship. Bray Wyatt finally became WWE Champion. He beat John Cena, AJ Styles, The Miz, Dean Ambrose, and Baron Corbin. You're going to need Elite Series 54 for that, with that quite smart Fear t-shirt. I think it says Fear. Looks like it says Fear. But yes, Elite 54. That is the moment Bray Wyatt became WWE Champion. And that brings us to last year. So this was for the Raw Women's Championship. Alexa Bliss beat Sasha Banks, Bayley, Mickie James, Sonya Deville, and Mandy Rose. Again, not perfect, but the Walgreens Women's Division figure of Alexa Bliss is very, very close. And it comes with the Raw Women's Championship. It's not identical, but it is very, very close. Same event, This was for a Universal Championship match at WrestleMania 34. Roman Reigns beat Braun Strowman, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, John Cena, Elias, and The Miz. And Elite Series 62 will do the job because the big dog had black attire as always, but with gold highlights. And this year, just to round things off, we're going to get 2 Elimination Chamber matches this year. First one will be for the WWE Championship, and that will see the new Daniel Bryan take on AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Samoa Joe, Jeff Hardy, and Kofi Kingston. The second match will see the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships return, and that will see Nia Jax and Tamina versus the Riot Squad versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville versus the Iconics versus Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Naomi and Carmella. That was a lot of stuff, guys. A lot of information. I hope you found this interesting. Smash the like button if you did. Hit the subscribe as well. And hopefully, I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.